Namaste, Star Family. Welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this astrology and tarot card reading for all zodiac signs, but also the collective energy messages for this new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus, according to Western astrology, if some of you are into true sky astrology or Vedic astrology, I've talked about this topic as why I'm still focused more on the Western astrology in this video. If you don't find it here, please refer to the video description where everything that I mentioned here, if you don't see it, you'll find it in the video description. Now, some of us are also working as a YouTube star community, and we're focused more on the draconic astrology. Draconic astrology is more related to your emotional layer of body. As 2025 is a year 9, it came to me as a very strong guidance in terms of light work to end and complete all those chapters through the eyes of love. And draconic astrology, being so connected to the emotional field, is such a powerful type of astrology. This is my little introduction because I'm kind of a geek and nerd as far as the astrology system. So there we go. Let's get started with the collective energy messages for this new moon energy. And if you are new, please remember to like those videos, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. All right, let's look at the snapshot of the stars when the new moon energy is starting. This is a new moon cycle, so 28 days of collective energy intention. And we're going to see what type of intention we are collectively being invited to understand, because the zodiac is a tool of enlightenment. It's a tool also of ascension, a tool that helps us become a mindful and powerful creator with the universe. So when we're looking at this, there is this new moon energy, so merge of the sun and moon, third eye. If some of you know a little bit about this channel, this is all about embodying your higher self. Tapping into the prophecy of your stars. It's just so, I get so excited, you guys. All right. And here we're working with the third eye when we're working with the sun and the moon. There is this cycle that helps us every 28 days to unveil whatever illusion we are facing. So there's a collective theme, and then there's, according to your zodiac placement, certain information. We'll see that at the end. So here, new moon energy in the 6th house, very close to the descending line. What is the descending line? So AC, DC, okay? This is the horizon line. This is where the sun rises and when the sun sets. So really, the DC is going to be your one-on-one relationships. And the placement of this new moon is very much about your ability to tap into the energy of gratitude. The divine blessings that come when you're already paying forward for everything that you have. So everything more that is meant for you just comes with flow, with just such a great influx. Now, there's some sacred geometry that is huge here. If you look at it, there is this square that goes from the new moon to Mars, then goes to the rising, then goes to Pluto, and back to the new moon energy. That's a perfect square. That's a grand square energy. And when we have great square, by the way, that's a good thing to know. If some of you have this type of geometry in your natal chart, this will push you to grow. This is one of the most powerful growth type of sacred geometry you can find in a chart, because it creates sacred fire. With the squares, that's friction, okay? Then we have two opposition, and that creates this ground for growth. See how excited I get? To get more details about this new moon energy and grand square, we're going to look at the invitation of those oppositions. So the new moon energy in opposition to the rising. The rising point, this is where we are literally in the morning waking up. And that means there's an opportunity to recreate ourselves. That's who we are becoming. And by the way, some people resonate a lot with their rising sign, but I do want to give you a little insight because I know it for someone that moved a lot in my life and still travels a lot. Every time you travel, especially if it's kind of thousands of miles, okay, or different countries, you will have a different rising point. That's called a relocation chart. And that can be meaningful to some people that have migrated, and that's something that I offer. If you want more details about this, you'll find it in the video description. So here, the rising is in Scorpio. This is a point that is all about our intention. So that means in this new cycle, when you are outpouring this energy of gratitude for everything that you already have, there's going to be a strong impact in the person that you're going to vibrate into. And as a result, the people that you're going to attract in your one-on-one relationships. Now, those are not just the only point that are of the essence here. We have Mars and Pluto. And here, I love that energy because Mars is related to your nervous system. It is in the ninth house, and that means there is an upgrade, an initiation of how the energy of gratitude is going to shift your reality, things that are outside of your comfort zone. In opposition, we have Pluto, a planet that is very much about your transformation, about power, teaching you how to be powerful in those degrees of Aquarius that are very much about the law of resonance. So there's a lot here in the third house about the power of your affirmations, the power of your words, the power of the vibration it gives you overall when you're rehearsing certain habits. What you repeat frequently becomes your frequency. That's something that is very much of the essence for the couple of months that especially Mars is going to be in opposition to Pluto. Now, there is this grand square. So that means a lot of the people that have this awakened mindset about being powerful creators and scripters of their reality are going to compound. They're going to grow so much through the energy of love, gratitude, that perseverance that comes with this Taurus energy, just being devoted and dedicated to just be mindfully creating the best reality that is meant for you. There's a little friction that I want to mention because it is between Pluto, so very much about those lessons about your vibration and their law of resonance, squaring Chiron. Chiron in that sixth house with that new moon energy, this is your wounded healer archetype, and that means your deepest soul wound. There is an opportunity with this Chiron placement to rectify, to align, to find higher alignment if you are willing to look at the things that ailed you and alchemize it into your superpower, into your gift. I have certain frequencies that are meant to support you. This is part of the thing that really matters to my heart, is providing you also with music healing that helps you attune to whatever those messages are on this channel. And I have a Chiron playlist according to Zodiac placement. So what I can suggest, if some of you through this 28-day cycle are struggling with some of your wounds, things that have been repeatedly coming up in your life, you'll know which one those are, okay? Go and check out that playlist and look at your Zodiac sign and listen to that frequency. All the mantras I use in that frequency are gratitude mantra. This is what I received as the most powerful soul remedy, soul medicine to heal us from this Chiron wound is gratitude. So what a beautiful new moon energy cycle where we're going to reinforce and re-empower and turn our scars into stars. If some of you are interested, this is actually the title of one energy session I have created, I think we did this at the end of 2024, to help with the Chiron wound. This is an energy session where I use specific frequencies, I do some breath work, some stretches, and also tuning forks to help move some of the locked, blocked energies into your multi-layered body so you can release it and alchemize everything into star potential. All right, now that we covered this, there is one energy line that is called the quincunx. That is a line of tension. That is the green dotted line. And that's something that I talk about a lot, and that creates tension. Now, the tension point is from that cluster where we have the collective north node, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune, going to the midheaven. Your midheaven is your public life. This is where you shine. Or for some of us, because here this is the end of the zodiac wheel, there is this tension with breaking free from the old matrix, from the repetition of what you inherited, especially because the cluster is very close to that fourth house, fifth house, and how maybe it impacted you to be able to self-express, be able to also feel heard, and be fearless to be seen. Let your light be seen. So through this new moon cycle, while you're working on all this gratitude and finding alignment whenever there's getting triggers, you're also going to see how you're transcending your environment in order to let yourself shine. And there is that compound effect because there's just so much growth that is going on, and that line of tension kind of electrifies you to be able to face whatever has been keeping you from shining your light. If some of you had the tendency to dim your light for others, or just over focus on other people's need versus your own, versus your goal, out of need for validation, insecurity, whatever are those reasons, there is going to be through this cycle a push forward, a momentum that is energetically going to be. There's another line of tension between Mercury and the rising that is also present. The placement of Mercury for this new cycle is all about giving yourself the strong foundation, the ground, the edifice for whatever it is that you want to create. So this line of tension is going to work with that synergy, with that square of growth, and how every day when you start practicing your gratitude, practicing whether it's through journaling or just meditation, breath work, or some of you using those frequencies that I have on the channel, you're going to rise every day in this new expression of yourself, first creating the field. And Mercury is a planet that connects to the power of your throat, to the power of your words, because with words and thoughts, we create our reality. So this is where you're going to see how through this cycle, your words are creating your reality, and especially how you really can compound. Everyone that has been rehearsing some of those gratitude practices. I have a lot of you that have been with me on this journey for a couple of years, and I am so grateful for your presence. So I know you're going to be able to use everything that you've learned to compound this energy momentum and really reap some of those great rewards. What I'm going to say to you for this new moon energy cycle is to let your imagination expand. Let it expand who you are. Let it expand your reality. Let it expand your relationships. Let it expand everything that you touch, everything that you vibrate into. There's just so much growth and just so many blessings ahead. Let's move on to the tarot cards for each zodiac signs. What I would suggest, but again, you can watch any placement of your chart, is because it is connected to the moon, to watch your moon sign as far as an energy message. For the ones that are part of the YouTube star family, you know what I'm going to tell you. Watch your draconic moon sign. You can watch as many as you want, but know that this is going to be meaningful, especially for the ones that are part of the Starseed Rise Up, which is the meditation group. We're going to be focused on the moon for this cosmic alignment energy session. The moon is the tarot card of the high priestess. The moon is magnetic. The moon allows you to channel and receive. So how great is this energy alignment for a season where gratitude is going to expand us in so many great ways. Hi Taurus, welcome to your messages for this new moon in your sign. So let's see what you need to hear at this time. So 3 cards we have: the Orphaned, the Time for a Nap, and the New Life. Oh my God. My dear Taurus, you are finally stepping into a new version of yourself where the things that used to make you feel isolated, maybe excluded, maybe some of you had this, like all star seeds, like that remembrance that there might be another place that you used to call home, and not always finding how to relate to others or your surrounding. But with the Time for a Nap, I really feel that it's connected to that Mars energy that we talked about in the collective reading, which is your nervous system is finally at peace, finally resting. You're purging all those past feelings. Because remember, we saw this as far as the grand square. There's this friction for growth. And it's really tremendous amount of growth that is being cosmically provided for you to release, remove, and be reborn out of this greater nervous system where you finally let go of all those past wounds. Let's see if we have some more details for you, my dear Taurus. Okay, so can we have some more details for Taurus here? We have, yes, no place like home. You're finding your way back home to yourself. And when I said this, I heard to yourselves. There's something that, a strong rejuvenative energy that is being felt. Some of you, if you're interested, I'm going to put it up there and also in the video description. I have an astral body healing frequency that I would recommend. And for the ones that are part of the YouTube Star membership, all levels, you also have a nervous system regeneration frequency for power naps. So it's like 15 minutes, 16 minutes, and it's perfect to rejuvenate yourself. So through this new moon cycle here, my dear Taurus, there's no place like you pouring love into yourself, into the places that made you feel odd, weird, abandoned, isolated. You're purging this out of your nervous system. Look at this. Truth be told, you're releasing and finally seeing for yourself all the love that you are. You are love, you are loved, and you are loving. Okay, give more of this to yourself. Oh my God. Co-create. Look at this. You are starting a renewed time of your life to create more purposely without the burden of the past, without the baggage of the past. So now you can recreate and create anew with the universe. I feel a lot of synchronicities that are going to manifest for you through those 28 days. So pay attention to numbers, repetitive numbers. Oh my God, when I saw it, you guys, it was 333 on your recording when I said this. So pay attention to angelic numbers. Communicate with the universe. If you're hesitating between A or B or yes or no, ask the universe, say, okay, if I see this series of numbers, this means a yes and this one means a no, or this road or that road. Communicate. I can feel it for you. There's going to be much more feedback, because when you let go of feeling isolated and relating more to others, you're developing more that relationship between you and the universe. And as a result, your relationships are going to change. You're going to attract much more supportive and reciprocal relationships that are going to feed you all the love that you are within and without. Hi Gemini, welcome to your messages for this cycle of 28 days, this new moon in Taurus. So let's see what you need to hear. Oh wow, that was fast for you. The yin energy. All right, And then let's see what else. So focus on your co-creation with the universe. Receptivity. Are you, oh wow, creating a reality that is more aligned with all the bliss and peace that you are. I feel as some of you, there's going to be a shift in dynamic. Maybe some of you, you were more yang oriented, and there's a shift here. Refocus on having yourself create the space for you to receive from the universe. There's a strong indication for you, my dear Geminis out there, to let yourself receive more. Okay, let yourself receive the peace. I feel some of you, maybe nature can be highly supportive through this cycle to help you purge any triggers that surfaces through this time. Oh my God, milk and honey. What abundance are you bringing into life? Chop wood, okay, perfect. And the deep knowing. Some of you, my dear Gemini, I don't know what was holding you back in the past. And I think it could be an overly yang energy, maybe hyper focus of the mind. There's something that you shifted and are shifting through this new moon cycle. You're allowing more receptivity from the universe, and you're clearing some of the things. I feel like some of you, you're letting go of some of the things you created and yet that you were maybe attached to. Okay, certain things of the past, certain dynamics of thinking due to certain relationships, maybe certain environments, certain, relationship dynamics. It could be in the workplace, it could be in your personal relationships, maybe also from your years at school, college. It feels like there is this new version of you that is being born through this new moon cycle, something that is much more aligned with your intuition, with the version of yourself that you always knew that you were. I feel like some of you, if you ever try to shift yourself to adapt to your environment or try to please to others, there's a shift here and clean up to what it all created as far as a result of your reality and your awareness now. So I love this for you, my dear Gemini. This is a 28-day cycle where you're much more attuned with the version of yourself that you always knew was meant for you to manifest. And that means also the goals and the achievements, anything. Really just let yourself receive, let yourself create from a place of joy, a place of bliss, and let go as you go, let go, broom, sweep away the things that no longer serve you. There's just much more alignment and new beginnings. It feels like there's this egg of creation, new beginnings that are waiting for you. Hi Cancer, welcome to your new moon energy messages. What do you need to hear that is going to help you through this cycle to manifest those great rewards and blessings through the energy of gratitude? And how are you expanding your imagination, your reality, yourself? We have, wow, soulmates. Okay, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but Cancer, if you've been looking to manifest a certain relationship, a meaningful soul awakened relationship, this could be a meaningful month. Maybe because you're also working with that frequency. Okay, it doesn't have to be for everyone. Let's see how that evolves. The Thinker, okay, and serendipity. Okay, well, what's for some of you, it's coming your way. But for the ones that are already in relationships or are not focused on relationships, there's something here for you as far as attracting opportunities, relationships, environments that are a vibrational match to your soul, to your heart, things that are a pure reflection of all the love that you are. Okay, so I like this for you, Cancer, because it seems that it's a new moon energy cycle that is helping you to manifest things that are fated to occur in your life. You know, some of you were overly thinking, analyzing, and wondering when is this going to happen. Yeah, well, here it seems that the universe is going to invite you to vibrate in such ways that you're going to purify maybe some of the ways your mind was wired. Okay, maybe there was a certain tendency. Let's see where I'm speculating here. Maybe speculation as assumptions. We'll see. Time to go. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so some of you, it might be that there is a reframing of the relationship you're in. If that's the case, okay, take everything with a grain of salt and according to your relationship and your status. Then we have the why, and we have the between worlds. Cancer, you are in a 28-day cycle where you are releasing everything and anything that was not in alignment with the true love that you are. Stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing, stop trying to understand why, especially if it's other people. Why are they doing this? Why they, if some of you, they left me, or why is this person not coming into my life? Or why this or this opportunity, this goal, this job, why? Okay, the overthinking is a killer because it is all stemming out of your heart and soul. In music technology and frequency alignment, your heart vibrates in perfect fifth, in perfect unison. We actually make hit songs based on this perfect fifth, okay? And when you connect it to your chakra, your heart is in perfect unison with your soul star chakra, which is above your crown, and your earth star chakra, which is below your root chakra. And that means that's your life's purpose in resonance with your soul and your mission and your heart. Okay, so release, some of the overly thinking patterns of understanding others, because you can only focus on how you feel and what you desire. I really feel that some of you, there's certain things that you denied yourself because of other people's desire or what you thought they wanted, and you may have not realized that. This is the month where you're going to realize some of your truest desires. So there's an in between. So you're shifting reality. You know that line of tension that there was in the collective reading from that collective North Node, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune. There's certain things that maybe certain past illusions, certain things you thought you wanted, that were based more on your environment, the relationships around you, or the ones you were in, that are going to destructure themselves so you can actually go towards the things that you were fated to manifest, okay? Fated to encounter. And it could be a new relationship, it could be a new job, it could be a new opportunity, it could be a new location. There's a lot of things. I actually spoke in the collective reading about relocation chart. Some of you are coming to me for astrocartography, knowing where to go according to your goals. This is very powerful. I've moved over 50 times in my entire life, and I'm not even 50 years old. So I've experienced many ways of feeling and experiencing my chart, and I know how powerful it is. Right now, I'm actually located on my North Node, public life, mid-heaven, and it's such a powerful alignment, and I am blessed to experience this. So some of you, there might be a blessing through relocating yourself, relocating also how you think and perceive certain things, okay? Know that many fated events are coming your way through those 28 days. Hi, my dear Leo. Welcome to your messages for this new moon energy, this new 28-day cycle. I saw you, little card, started to move. Let's see what wants to be shared for this energy cycle. What do you need to know? What is coming your way? What is being manifested? Okay, I feel like I want to pull all the cards already. Let's see what's coming. Leo, I feel like some of you, you're feeling this already. We have, message in a bottle, communication, okay? Some of you, it could be a specific someone that you've been feeling that wants to come back, resurface. I don't know when it's resurface. Okay, let's see what what's that all about. Ooh, to the sea. What's all with this water energy? Maybe a water sign? Okay. Yang. Maybe some of you, it's a male figure. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but I need to share everything that I'm feeling. You know that, Leo. Don't you know? Ooh, TikTok. Wow, my God. Okay, some of you, it's time. There's someone that is meant to resurface. Okay. And let's see. Oh, the fates. Wow, this is interesting. And milk and honey. Okay, my dear Leo, I feel as some of you, you've been feeling that there's a specific person or even opportunity. There's something that is dear to your heart that is coming your way. You know it, you've known it, but in this 28-day cycle, this is manifested. This is fated. If you are having a hard time letting go of controlling how the universe organized this, okay, I'm going to give you a frequency here and also in the video description if you don't see the link, that is called Surrender is the Portal, because I really feel that you, and that's where it might be a little hard, because it's almost like you know this is fated for you, okay, this is something that is meant for you, okay, but at the same time, you're trying to hold and resist is creating a lot of maybe delays, okay? But through those 28 days, there's certain things that I feel you're healing, you're taking charge of, not other people, because other people have free will, but you're taking charge of maybe releasing control. That's actually, for some of us, an effort, okay? I remember I used to be a worrier and I was having, the, to face like the awareness that surfaced that I was like, oh my God, my mind is jumping into the worst thing that can happen. Where is this coming from? How do I stop? And then the more I was just catching it, the more I was starting to be able to stop the pattern. Okay. So some of you, there's something you see both hands. Let divine time be on your side. Surrender to how everything is supposed to fall into place. Some of you, there's maybe someone resurfacing, or there's something else, okay? Just let go. Leo, in this 28-day cycle, the more you communicate more with your higher self, with controlling more what you can control versus others and situations, or according to your environment, the more you align with what's fated for you. Okay. I know some of you have a lot of like nudges, intuition coming. I feel a lot of waves, like or you're knowing this person is thinking about you, whatever. Yeah, you can be receptive to those things, but that doesn't mean it controls you or it puts you on a certain path according to their desire. Okay. Let divine will and order show you the way. Show you the way that is meant for you. Because I feel like some of you, it could be a test, but for some of you, it's just showing you how to be in alignment with what is meant to be yours without chasing, without fighting, because you deserve all this love. You deserve to be on this path. You deserve to have everything that will make you feel blessed, that will make you feel joyful, blissful. Yeah. I feel a little bit of that honey energy. Maybe some of you start with self-love if you're struggling. But again, you have the frequency surrender is the portal that could really help if some of you have to let go of certain situations and the control around it. Okay, that's what I have for you, my dear Leah. Hi Virgo, welcome to your messages for this new moon energy. So new cycle, 28 days with our imagination expanding us. Let's see what wants to come forward for you. We have, ooh, happy. Great. Then yang. Loyal heart. There's a lot of love that has been showing up. Not surprised with the gratitude of this new moon energy being on the descending line, that whole thing that is going to really show you how when you work on the version of yourself that you're becoming, how it changes who you are attracting. Then we have a higher power. Wow. Message in a bottle. And exchanging gifts. Wow, Virgo, this new moon energy seems like it's bringing you a lot of higher faith in the potential of what your reality can be for yourself. There's a lot of empowerment, maybe also a lot of synchronicities, messages, alignment. We have like synchronicities that came up also in the collective reading, things that are aligning to show you that you are on this path of manifesting everything that is a perfect mirror of the love that you are, of the happiness that you bring, of the gift that you are and bringing and unfolding and sharing. Some of you, if you're looking for a relationship, a meaningful relationship to be set, how is it set in stone? Some of you, maybe you're wanting to get engaged, married. It seems like it's a great month for this, or having this great news, or meeting the person. If you are already committed in a relationship, it feels like you're getting to a higher level, the next level of your relationship. Okay, but it's really stemming from your ability to work with the universe, with finding joy in the little things, in finding joy in the synchronicities with the universe, and actively being, the one that is in charge of this creation. So great job here, Virgo. You're getting lots of messages that are showing that through this 28 days you're going to feel a lot of reciprocity from the universe. You might find a meaningful relationship, or just meaningful relationships overall. Some of you are like looking to expand your friendships, or expanding just your circle of acquaintances and your community. I love how this feels for you. You have to let me know if some of the Virgos out there are watching this, how this resonates, and claim this into your reality, because you can see it strongly in your cards. Hi, my dear Libra. Welcome to your messages for this new moon energy and cycle. So let's see what you need to hear at this time for those 28 days. What is meaningful to you at this time, to hear, to support you, to expand you? Right. Let's see what we have for you. We have all that glitters, okay? To the sea. Thinker. Observer. Between worlds. Interesting. And happy. I love how this all evolves for you. Okay, my dear Libra, through this new moon energy cycle, what I feel is important for you to pay attention to is not to overly compare yourself, obsess with other people, what they have, what they own, what they achieved, where they are in life, because you're in a phase where you're actually surrendering more to a version of yourself that you may have not realized was meant to bring you happiness. I feel like some of you, there might have been some illusionary goals or things you thought you wanted because that's how you were raised, you know, oh, you should be married by this age, have amount of kids, have this career, have this, a house, whatever. Okay, there's some type of like destructuring of this into a version of yourself that it's almost like it's going to surprise you. I feel like what you're going to discover, my dear Libra, in this new moon cycle, in through those 28 days, is a version of yourself that was um, that was that was tied, you know, like the true version of yourself. There were certain ties, maybe to the way you used to think and the way you used to compare, that is just being destructured. I'm seeing like little crumbling. Okay, and what I'm hearing also for some of you, there's something about crumbs. Okay, so not settling for crumbs or things like that, but also knowing that you have the power to manifest what you want and not depend on what others are offering you. Okay, there's something here with Libra, there's relationship and there's scales. So I feel that there might have been a scale that was heavier, something that weighted more on your heart, on your soul, because you were observing, comparing. But now you're going to release this through those 28 days. This very strong square that we talked about in the collective energy, the square that brings growth, that brings compounded energy, growth, is going to help you get out of certain habits, certain thinking patterns that kept you stuck in that version of yourself that was illusionary, the version of you that was wearing a mask. You're going to finally discover what truly makes your heart soar and happy. Hi, my dear Scorpio. Welcome to your energy messages for this new moon cycle. So, new 28 days cycle of manifestation. What do you need to hear at this time? Okay. And we're going to look at this first. We have chop wood. Okay. A little cleanup. Time for a nap. Beautiful. Okay, Taurus had this at the exact placement. And then serendipity. Wow. Okay. You know what's interesting? Because here it's like asking you to actively clean and cleanse and then rest. I feel like there's, through this new moon cycle, there's something that you're clearing from the past. You know, that must be this energy tension that we saw in the collective reading with the North Node, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune, that created this line of tension to the public life, okay? There's something that is meant for you to receive, okay, to align with. But it's going to take you to remove certain things, okay? We're going to get some details about that, and make sure that you rest. So it seems like it's going to be a cycle that is busy, okay? But that also requires you to be mindful and allow you to rest, okay? So a little bit of yin-yang focus here. Wow, I mean... All right, well, I don't know what I saw this. I thought about also making sure you're cleaning up some of your media things, like computer, phones, okay? There might be certain energies from the past, different chapters. Maybe some of you, it's past relationships, contacts that are still in the phone, that is not in alignment, okay? So take care of this through this 28-day cycle. This is going to help you with this growth, help you compound this growth, help you realize. I feel that some of you, it's weird, okay, but I'm going to share with Scorpio. I saw like while you're going to review some things from the past, like pictures or documents, there's something that is going to spark some realization of how much you've grown, how much you've changed, how much you've achieved, how much you've traveled already in this life. And it's actually going to support you. It's going to give you through the cleansing, okay? So cleaning... this next 28-day cycle is going to support your growth and expand. Give the space for your imagination to create something new, maybe things you haven't thought of before. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, you're making space for your blessings. You're making space for your blessings and realizing how blessed you have been, you are, and that energy is going to create more. This is beautiful. I'm seeing like such expansion coming up for you. I love it. And look at this TikTok. This is time. There's certain things that are meant to happen at this very time, this very specific time. Okay. I'm seeing here 21, 22. There's maybe a repetition of numbers or number patterns that might help you synchronize your reality. So pay attention to those things. Okay. Yes, Scorpio, overall, you're being called in this 28-day cycle to create more space for your blessings to come. Make sure that you are doing this while also resting, being very aware and mindful of yin yang energy, because it's time for you to receive. So that means a good balance of giving and receiving, because that's going to align with divine order. Some fated events, some fated encounters, some fated opportunities are going to manifest through the next 28 days. If that's you, my dear Scorpio, and you want to claim this energy, please make sure you comment down below. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your messages for this new moon energy reading. So let's see what needs... Whoa. Okay, your card. You're showing your cards right away. You're showing your truth. Okay, so great. Let's look at those 3 cards first. You have Truth Be Told, amazing, with the Tribe, great, and the Message in a Bottle. There's been a lot of messages coming for every zodiac sign. So here, my dear Sagittarius, first of all, it seems that there's a lot of stamina, a lot of energy through this new moon cycle. You're just unapologetic about who you are. I love this. You're authentically vibrating to the frequency that is going to attract your tribe. I would say here, you might get an offer. I feel an offer. An offer, a phone call, a contract, an email, new job, a new opportunity. Some of you might be love, we'll see. But because of the vibration that you're embodying, authenticity is the expression of love in motion. That's why it's such a high frequency to embody. It's beautiful. So I love this for you, my dear Sagittarius. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, soulmates. Okay, so some of you, it will be a person, a match, okay, to your frequency. But if it's not a relationship you're seeking at this time, it will be a match in terms of opportunities. Something you've been desiring with all your heart, okay? Then imagine, oh, I love this. And this is the title of this video here. Let your imagination expand. This is the way. Sagittarius, you have found the way, found the key. Maybe someone will find the key to your heart. And then we have co-create. Wow, Sagittarius, I love this for you. There is just from the energy of being unapologetically yourself. You're attracting everything your soul's desires and also can imagine. So keep on creating with the universe. Opportunities are being created from this very foundation, from this very frequency that you're sending out. Some of you, I'm just like, there's something you've been doing in particular. Keep at it. I don't know who that is, but if it's you, my dear Sagittarius, if you have a trick you want to share with our soul tribe, please make sure you comment down below and claim that energy as well. Capricorn, welcome to your messages for this new moon energy cycle. So we have 28 days attracting new aligned There's a lot that you're attracting, because I heard a lot of things. So it could be opportunities, relationships, it could be places. I don't know if some of you have been looking to manifest a new home, my dear one, but there's a lot that I could feel. I got stuck on the word, but that's good. All right, so let's see what the cards are sharing with us, my dear Capricorn. All right, so what does Capricorn need to hear at this time for this new moon cycle? Okay, I feel like there was some cards underneath. Okay, maybe something from the bottom up. I feel as some of you, there might be certain things about building, you build something from the ground up, okay? Yeah, that might be significant for some of you, this particular moon cycle. Okay, so we have exchanging gifts. Told you, there's a lot of things coming up for you. Yin, as you allow yourself to be receptive. Okay. Serendipity. Wow, Capricorn, who are you? My Capricorns, if that's you, claim it now. Down below in the comments. Wow. This is, wow, higher power. I mean, you saw me shuffle. Like, what is this, Capricorn? Then flexible. Okay, I apologize if you heard like a big bam. We're doing some renovation in the basement. Yeah. And then we have a leg up. Oh, wow. Do you remember what I said about from ground up? There's something you're building, you've built. Maybe some of you, it's also your ability to tune in. It also is your relationship to higher power, your flexibility. I don't know if some of you even like if yoga is involved, maybe you took on a practice or hobby, something that was not natural to you or easy to come to you, okay? But I feel that there was a lot of efforts that you've put in to align yourself to the higher power, to your receptivity, your intuition, being more flexible, be more open to the things that are meant for you. And there's just like a boost from the cosmos. You're meant to receive a bunch of things. And this is where I saw this is going to really depend on you, Capricorn, and your personal life. What are the things you're looking to manifest? Because what you've seeded many, many moons ago is starting to show itself. It's starting to synchronize. It's starting to align. And you're divinely, cosmically blessed. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your messages for this new moon energy and cycle. So 28 days. We talked about the collective invitation, working with the energy of gratitude that is going to expand all of your reality. So let your imagination expand you, my dear Aquarius. So what do we have? Okay, the cards are here for you. And this, and this. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Peace. Ooh, that's lovely. New life. And thinker. Okay. Then we have Treasure Island. Ooh, perfect. Time to go. Ooh. And message in a bottle. There's been so many messages. That card has been coming up a lot. Okay, my dear Aquarius, hear what I feel for you in this new cycle of 28 days. You're just nurturing your peace. Peace of mind, it could be, okay? And if that's not the case, because we still have the time to go and we have certain messages here, make sure that through those next 28 days, that your desire to live a life that is fulfilling you, that gives you all the treasure that life can give you and gift you with, whenever you find those triggers, whenever there's like mental patterns, listen to them. Listen to what it has to tell you. Listen to its source, because there is this call that you're receiving from this new life. It's time to go on this new adventure. There's a new adventure towards a reality that is much more peaceful, that doesn't overly stress you, overly trigger you. There's just, just like a treasure island, like an island where all of your wishes and dreams can be manifested. It's your creation, it's your island of desire. So I really feel like find peace in the process that you're going through in those 28-day cycle, because you might have certain things that you thought you wanted or thought that was meant for you, and yet this new life is bringing you signs of what truly will bring you the most pleasure, the most treasures. So if that's you, my dear Aquarius, and you want to claim this island of gifts and treasure and pleasure and enjoyment, please make sure you leave a comment down below. Hi Pisces, welcome to your messages for this new moon energy. What do you need to hear at this time? It's a new cycle of 28 days. What is of the essence? Interesting. Bottom cards. Okay, we have by the book, observer, and co-create. When cards are coming from the bottom, they're usually shadows, and it seems that you are observing certain shadows that you inherited. There was this whole cluster in the 4th house, if you remember, in the collective energy reading. And here there was also that tension line to your public life, to your creation, to what is meant for you to manifest. Okay, I feel this is of the essence for you, Pisces. Because this energy is also in Pisces, okay? Except for Neptune that is in Aries. Wow, that's so interesting. Okay, so knowing this, there's certain karmic chains that I feel you're breaking free from. You're breaking the rules of certain things that you were told were going to be this way or that way. There is like a big shift because of that co-creation. I really feel that you're going to observe in those 28 days certain things that you didn't realize, maybe certain strings attached, okay, certain things that you didn't realize had some type of hold of you. Okay, let me see. We have flexible, perfect. We have peace, a lot of eggs. Okay, and then we have new life. This new life also has been coming up a lot. I love this. I feel that your ability to be flexible, just like your sign here, Pisces, is what allows you to observe some of the inherited baggage and still find peace. Peace where you are, peace where you come from. And that vibration brings a lot of gratitude also. It's like you're able to observe yourself and still find ways to be grateful and be peaceful about what you inherited and what you made of it. And from this, a very energy essence, you're able to make something new, something even greater. So if that's you, my dear Pisces, make sure that you claim this energy in the comments down below. This is something that you're going to be very excited about. Something that you didn't have to fight for, but you had to be more like observing and flexible, letting go of control, letting your nervous system slow down and be less reactive. And from that place of gratitude and observation, you're able to create anew, to create something in something that you're building upon. Okay, so that's not like really new. It's something new for you that doesn't have those strings from the past, but it's something that overall almost like builds, I'm hearing the word empire. Okay, so you're building your own legacy, your own empire. I Aries, welcome to your messages for this new moon energy cycle. So what is meaningful for you to hear at this time? Let's shuffle a little bit more, shall we? Okay. What is meaningful for Aries to know at this time through this new moon energy cycle? So their imagination may expand. Their gratitude expands their field of creation, of attraction. All right, so we start with not for you. Very interesting. I feel that some of you, you're releasing a lot. I'm thinking that's interesting as well because Neptune entered Aries. So certain illusions are fading for you through this cycle, and that's good. Yeah. No place like home. Yes. Maybe some of you, there are certain things that are related to the house, to the home, to the family. Okay. Then we have blessed. I told you it was good. I can feel it. Some of you are just releasing the strings, the strands, the cords that were attached to you, maybe from what you inherited, but also maybe, from the inheritance. Maybe some of you recreated the same patterns, okay? I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I'm going to share it because some of you, it might help you. Maybe some of you, there's something about divorce. Maybe you were from a family that divorced, that breaking, okay? Or some of you are going through this. Know that everything that's happening to you is actually for you. God's rejection is God's protection. That's what I heard as well. Know that you are blessed through the removal, the release of certain illusions. Maybe some of you, you're releasing the version of you from the past. Maybe you're not resonating anymore with the things you thought you wanted. Look at this. You have yang. You have clean it up under the home. And truth be told. Yes, some of you, there's certain truths that you're realizing about yourself. You're taking action about certain things that no longer resonate with you. Some of you, there might be an influence of a male figure that I feel here. Maybe something you realize more also a level of your mind. Some things you realize and you're cleaning it up. You're cleaning up also that background. And that's why I wanted to mention it doesn't have to resonate for everyone, the divorce. But some of you, there might have been some separation and maybe you didn't realize that you attracted getting into relationship that were exactly the same patterns as your parents, okay? And it doesn't have to be exactly that scenario, but that's just an illustration of, realizing that maybe we were attracting things that were connected to the past strings, okay, to the past. And now being able to be authentically yourself, being able to feel more at home. I feel like cleansing, releasing all those type of rituals, even just simple as showers, okay, to just kind of let go of the mental stress overload is going to be helpful. Cleaning up your phones, your computer, your environment, and allowing more space for those blessings to come in alignment and in materialization in your life. If that's you, Aries, please make sure you claim those blessings in the comments. Just claim it. Use your voice. Your voice is going to be of the essence. You voicing, no, that's not a fit for me. No, that's not where I'm seeing myself in 5 years, 10 years. It's an important moment with this new moon energy cycle.